Welcome TechBrothersIT here. In this video, we are going to learn about primary key and unique constraints in a dedicated SQL pool. So in Synapse, a dedicated SQL pool, foreign keys are not supported. Primary key must be non-clustered and not enforced, and a unique constraint must be also not enforced. So that's almost the opposite of what we have in SQL Server. In SQL Server, we have foreign keys, they are supported, and primary keys are enforced as well, and they will be created on clustered or non-clustered. Then we have a unique constraints, they are also enforced by default. Now let's go ahead and take a look as we have to work with Synapse. So we are going to take a look how exactly it works in the Synapse dedicated SQL pool. So here I'm creating a table called DBO products with product ID, product name, and category, and then my distribution is equal to round robin. Let's create this table, and then we are going to go ahead and insert some records. So here I'm inserting some record. You see that I have a product ID 1, 2, 1, and 3. So here is the duplicate product ID for laptop and for monitor, and category is electronics in all of for these three records, and then furniture in the fourth record. But that's not our concern. Our concern is mostly around here. Now we are going to go ahead and insert these records, and now we can write our query to see the data. So if I will simply extract the data from DBO product, so that's going to return me all the products from this table. So here we go, and we have product ID 3 to 1, and there are two ones here, and then we have laptop and monitor, and that's the other columns available. Now in SQL we can do the grouping, and we can use the group by. So here I'm saying select product ID, count of all the items, and then I'm saying from table products and group by product ID. So if you see right here, I have these two product IDs, so that means I'm going to get when I'm going to do the count, I'm going to get two records for one. So that's my count for product ID 1. If I go ahead and execute this query here, I should be getting something like this. So you see that I have product ID 1, and the count or items is 2, because there are two items available with product ID. Now then we have 2, and there is only one item, and then we have a product ID 3, and then we have only one item for that one. That works as expected. Now if I will add a unique constraint and not enforce, see what happens. So I say alter table DBO products, and then say add constraint, then the name of a constraint unique product ID not enforced. So if I will add that, what's going to happen now, unique constraint will be added to the table. So if I go to the table here, and let's refresh the tables here, and then we go to the DBO products right there here. Okay, so we have columns here, and then you can't really see the we have constraints here. That's not available in this one, but I can literally tell you if I will connect with my SSMS, the dedicated SQL pool, I will be able to see all those. But if you want to see the detailed or definitions of that, you can always go ahead and script this out as a create statement, and that will show you the definition. So here it is showing us the definition of a table, but still it did not show me unique key. So that's I am not actually happy with that. So let me do one thing. I'm going to go ahead and open SSMS and show you guys there. Give me 1 second, because we want to make sure it is done and the successful query is completed. So once SSMS open, I'm going to the portal.azure.com. Here is my Synapse workspace. I'm going there, and I have dedicated SQL endpoints. I'm going to copy that, and now my SSMS is open. Just wait for it a second. Here I'm going to provide that dedicated endpoint, and then I'm going to provide the password. So let me provide the password. Okay, here is our database called TechDB DP, and then we have tables, and we are looking for the table called products. So here RR is see right here, dbo.products table is here. If I will expand it, now columns are there. So great, and now we can see the constraint as well. Okay, right here. Okay, under the indexes, I can see this called product ID unique non-cluster there, but under the constraints, so I don't see that. That's fine. So it has a cluster index, and that's a column store, that's fine, and then we have a UQPID. So but here in this portal there is no way to see that. So let me go back here, and if we go to portal here, there wasn't a way to see that definition, but that's fine. So we know that it's not going to give us that information, and then that's a problem. So sometime you will might not see. If I have category here, and then I have a creating on the product ID. So let's see if I go to the right here. No, it's not showing me that. But anyways, if you go to SSMS, there is an option you can take a look. So that, or you can use system views to check that. Now that's another debate, and here we have created the UQ product ID unique constraint there, and now what we are seeing here, you can run the same query, so product ID count as this, and this is going to produce the wrong results. You know that there are two records for ID1, and it is showing you two records for ID1, but it is not grouping of these two. So it should be showing one record with the items equal to 2 that it did show in the first query when we ran without creating the this unique constraint. But after we create the unique constraint, this is actually producing incorrect or duplicate records. So now what we can do, we can go ahead and say delete from product. So where product is equal to monitor, that's going to go ahead and delete the record. So now we will be left with the 3 records. So in this case, I mean, you are now you have ID1, and there is one counter. So that's what you're going to see. So you have to apply the manual corrections. You know, you have to clean up by yourself, and sometime even you are like, hey, I need to clean up, but I want to see if there are records duplicate and all that. That's not going to show you like, hey, here is a duplicate record for this ID. So you will be seeing 2 records as I showed you in the when we ran the count star with the group by. So you have to kind of manual go ahead and maybe put in Excel and then query from there, or maybe put in another table and then you know, run some analysis on it, and then you need to clean up. So here drop unique and primary key not enforced, so we can say alter table DBO products, and we are dropping the constraint here. So if I'll go ahead and drop the constraint, and here if I will go to the right here, let's see if we are here in the indexes, we refresh, that will be gone. So it is not here under the constraints, under the indexes. Okay, that's fine, and now we can go ahead and say alter table, add constraint pk, and this is our primary key constraint we are adding, and that's also non-cluster, that because we can't create the cluster, and we have to say not enforced. So we can go ahead and run this one, and it is going to create a primary key non-clustered on the product ID. So if I go to the SSMS, and then here if I will refresh, so we are going to see the indexes here. So you see right there, it is the constraint is right here. So it is the created pk product ID, and it's a unique non-clustered. And if I will take a definition from here, I'm curious if this will create the primary key definition with it or not. So let me run this one. Okay, so it did. You can see that it has a constraint right here, and then you can see that, but when we were creating from there, it did not create it. So let's go back to the portal, and if I have products here, and I will say create script, and I want to see in case of this primary key, this script is added to it or not. So here, if you're creating this, this is funny. I don't know how to how to say this, because this is really like I think I am on the right table. I can't make a mistake here. Let me refresh again. So if I will go to tables, I have this table called DBO products. See, DBO products. So exactly this is DBO products. See right there. So if I'm taking a definition from here, it's not actually, when I am saying like, hey, create, it's not creating. So if I will say drop and create, still it didn't have that script. So that's not right. So it has simple your list of column definition with the distribution and your cluster non column store index, but it does not show you the script that SSMS shows you right here. So it has constraint that we created called PK, and product ID, primary key, non-cluster, this and that. So this is also at this definition. So, and I want to refresh and just want to see it's not deleted or anything. No, it's not. It's still there, but it's not shown through the Azure Synapse Studio. So just be careful. Anyways, even you could have it and you would not see that. Okay, so you can connect with the SSMS or Azure Data Studio, and probably you will have better chances. Constraints are not enforced by Synapse, but help the optimizer. You must ensure uniqueness manually. Helps with the query plans, but wouldn't prevent duplicates, and you have seen that as well. So let's say if I will we have created this primary key on product ID, not enforced. If I want to go ahead and insert these records again, I will be able to insert these records without any problem, because the primary key is non-cluster, not enforced, and you can see right there we have duplicate records here. So we have one ID, product IDs and all that. And guess what, if I will run this now, it is not giving me, see, it is not giving me the correct account also. So you have to gonna take it manually. Oh, okay, there is one ID happening twice, thrice, fourth, and then you will be like, probably the best way maybe could be like, hey, guess what, I'm gonna order by product ID, and that might help you better, so to see the records. And here you go, you can see that there is product ID, 3 product IDs right there, and they are duplicate, and the primary key non-cluster, as it is not enforced, so it is letting it insert the duplicate records. So I thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.